A new migrant facility opens in El Paso, Texas. This camp will be able to host some 500 people. Authorities hope the new tent city will help them better manage migrants amid concerns about the treatment of asylum seekers. 3 Guatemalan children have died in U.S. federal custody in the last 5 months. Those deaths highlight both the treacherous journey that many Central American children experience in their attempts to enter the United States, as well as the health issues that can arise while they're in custody.
To the fact that we had already children that died in Border Patrol stations. I mean, and now the results of that is because they die because of dehydration. I mean, that tells you something about how the system is working and how abusive it is for these immigrants and for these refugees. I mean, this is not the face of America that we want to present to the world. I mean, we don't supposed to treat children and families like that. However, it is happening.
Documents from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services also paint a grim picture. They say there were 4,500 complaints of sexual abuse and harassment of migrant children in U.S. custody filed between 2015 and 2018. Norma Chavez-Peterson of the American Civil Liberties Union believes there needs to be more transparency in the camps.
The number one concern are the detention conditions in these temporary Border Patrol facilities that really have no regulation, that lawyers don't have access to them, community organizations don't have access to them, and they're like a black hole of lack of transparency.
Before reaching the U.S., most of the migrants pass through shelters dotted along the Mexican border. Many of these facilities depend on charity donations.
There are almost 30 shelters across Tijuana, offering migrants the chance to rest, to get help and advice before journeying on. But for those that have already been returned from the US border, the uncertainty continues.
Amit Dermi, a mother of 3 children. She left Honduras following death threats to her and her family. She says she was humiliated while attempting to claim asylum.
I told him I needed help because my case was very serious, and he said, "No, all you Honduran people are liars. You just came to step over my country. Leave, leave." He even made me get on my knees.
Dermi says her right to asylum was not respected. Many of those in the migrant facilities tell stories of tragedy and danger, but there is an increasing concern that some of the abuses they report are also occurring on the US side of the border. Dan Williams, CGTN, Tijuana, Mexico.